We shoot a lot of content. There's a lot of deliverables. There's a lot of stuff that we have to provide for our customers so they can see the actual experience. My name's Gary Cohn, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Luxury Travel Hackers. The company started in 2019, and then we had a nice long hiatus for a year, but it didn't stop us from working. So we shoot and we repurpose travel content with influencers, and then we make vacations bookable via social media. So it's like we're doing the snorkeling with nurse sharks and the cave canoeing and the horseback riding to the waterfall, which all sounds really amazing. And to a large extent it is, but we're up at 4:30 in the morning waiting for the sun to come up to get that beautiful drone shot over the property. And at the end of the day, after shooting the dinner, we're downloading and uploading footage for the editors until 11 o'clock at night. And then it's just we go. And although it is great and there are worse things you could be doing, it is no picnic and no vacation at times. Travel is a huge part of my life. I'd say for the last, 6 or 7 years, been really fascinated with this whole idea of tech and content and kind of where they were starting to collide. I was invited to work in the Twitter incubator, and that's kind of really where the idea stemmed. And what we determined was that 80% of travelers choose their next vacation on social media, but no one's really leveraging that content and influence for booking. We determined also that people spend an average of 7.5 hours of additional research on multiple websites to build a vacation that was just presented to them. So we saw an opportunity to solve that problem. It's really important for me that everybody feels that our company is just as much theirs as it is mine. I think if people wake up and are inspired to go to work, then it serves them, it serves the company. And I think aligning the company culture with the company goals is really important for success. I always sort of try to align the people that work with us into what it is that they want to do moving forward. I think that's really important. I think that many people are experts in what it is that they're trying to build. How to build it and what it takes to build it requires an understanding of business and an understanding of how startup world works and Silicon Valley and all that. And the things that I brought to the table for this company, I knew everything I needed to be an expert in. What I wasn't an expert in and had to completely go to startup school was understanding, raises and cap tables and dealing with venture capital people and how to have those high level conversations as a CEO to be able to make those relationships and take them to the next level. I have always approached the work that I've done in film as a sprint, because making a movie is a sprint essentially. And it is 3 months of 16, 18-hour days, really intensity, immersive. And in the beginning of the company, I approached it with that mentality. And it almost drove me crazy. It's a marathon and has to be approached like a marathon, because the sprinting mentality is easy to do when you know you're going to be resting in 3 months. The schedule that it takes to really build a company is a sprinting schedule, but it has to be approached like a marathon. Don't do it. Don't do it unless you absolutely have to. If you're not inspired to do what you do every single day, you're going to be pushing a rock up a hill. And the difference between pushing and being pulled to something is everything. And so I would say that every day you wake up, ask yourself what your why is. And if it's compelling enough, it'll keep you going.